This is a Marsden M630, a low-profile portable wheelchair weigher, ideally suitable for outpatient departments, care homes and general wards in hospitals. It has a capacity of 300 kilos and weighs in 100 gram increments. It uses our standard DP3800 indicator, which has several functions. You have the on-off function, you have a zero function, a tare function, a preset tare function to preset the weight of the wheelchairs. We have a BMI function and a hold function as well. It works on rechargeable batteries, and a whole charge will give you over 80 hours continuous use. To preset the weight of the wheelchair, simply turn the scale on, let it go to its start-up process and show a zero reading. Once it shows a zero reading, if you keep your finger depressed on the tare button for a second or two, and it will show a flashing light. Input the weight of the wheelchair. Once you've inputted the weight, if you press the tare button again, you'll see it shows a minus figure. This takes into weight the weight of the wheelchair and is now set for you to weigh your patient who will be sitting in the wheelchair. With this indicator, you can also preset the hold function so it's ready to hold the patient's weight once the patient is on the scales. You press the hold button once, you hear a beep, place the patient on the scale will find the patient's weight and hold it there for you, regardless of whether your patient is unsteady on his feet or even if you take the patient off of the wheelchair weigher. To disable the hold function again, press the hold button once, it goes back to its zero reading, ready for your next patient. This indicator also has a BMI function. All you do is press the BMI button once, the second display lights up and enables you to input the patient's height. Once you've input the patient's height, the patient can then be placed upon the wheelchair weigher. It will not only give you the patient's weight, but also tell you the patient's BMI on an automatic calculation. To disable the BMI, again, press the BMI button once, that display will go back to zero, and the above display will also show zero, ready for your next patient. Once you've finished the wheelchair weighing, press the tare button again, and it go back to zero, ready to weigh your next patient. The M630 can also be used as a stand-on scale. You simply turn the scale on, after it's gone through its setup process and shows a 00 reading, press the hold button. Your patient can then stand on the scale. We'll find the patient's weight and hold it there for you. The beep indicates that the patient's weight is being held. The patient can now stand off the scale and the weight will still be there, ready for you to take a note of it. Once you've taken your note, press the hold button once. It will go back down to zero, ready for your next patient. If after you turn the scale on, you don't get a complete 00 reading, you can press the zero button here, just once. That will take the weight back down to zero, ready to weigh your patient. The wheelchair is portable with two lifting handles and two casters on the other side. Casters there and there, enabling you to wheel the platform from one area to another. The indicator can also be detached from the weighing platform simply by unscrewing the washer and pulling out. To reinsert it, align the two lines at the bottom, plug it back in, tighten up the washer, and it's ready to weigh. Again, this is the M630, a low-profile portable wheelchair weigher, ideally suitable for outpatient departments, care homes and general hospital wards.